Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Texans franchise. We have a 0-2 Carolina Panthers team standing in our way. They're an 85 overall, very well matched to us. 83 offense, 88 defense. We have an 84 offense and an 88 defense, both making an 85 overall team. And yeah, I guess we're gonna look to try and beat this team. We really have nothing else to look at other than some contracts, but I'm not going to worry about those right now. They have Ryan Tannehill, but in the run part they have Tony Pollard, which is very rough to deal with. But I don't know why I'm in here. I never go into there. And then offensive game plan. What we're going to try to do? Probably going to try to counter the blitz the best we can. If Brian Burns is off the edge, I'm going to be running for my life. Get one interception or less, 24 points, 300 offensive yards, and no sacks allowed. Make sure all these guys are good. I like Don Reedy being here, Eric Walker, Dante Ricard, Rashad Curtis, Antoine Harrell. And we do have most of our guys back now. I think Baron Browning is the only one out anymore with injury from the preseason, if you guys do not remember. It was pretty rough not having Baron Browning, but he's still uh, I guess he doesn't have an injury then. I'm curious. Let's see Baron Browning, or I guess let's go to the injury report real quick. It's right here. Is anybody on there at all? Yeah, Baron Browning still two more weeks. We'll see him. He has a broken wrist, I think that said. So hopefully he gets better soon. Dante Ricard, the rookie left guard. Looks solid in just about everything other than power, so he's probably gonna need pass block power to go up. Pass block power right here. That is in Pass Pro, so he'll go up to a 73 overall now. I didn't even see his upgrade, and it wasn't Pass block power. So hopefully he'll continue to get better. Afitu Melifonwu, our backup strong safety, standing tall. I think he's like 6'1" or 200 and something pounds. He's pretty big. So yeah, he's 6'3" actually, and then 210, standing at 26 years old. 89 speed, 73 man coverage. Solid backup, but I don't think he'll really develop into any sort of role player for us. I think it's just about time to head into the game though. And we are ready to go here against this Carolina team. And by the way, I'm wearing the headband again because I was getting pretty bad acne on the side of my face, and that's just because my hair's down. So, just a little heads up. I can, pop some hair out like this. So you're welcome, guys. Oh goodness gracious! I need to fix the way of life here. How about that? That looks good right there. Sure, we'll go with that. Brandon Gaudin. I hate Charles Davis. For your guys' information, Charles Davis is probably my least favorite commentator. That's so mean, but it's got to be true. I just cannot stand the guy. I'm sure he's a good guy. I'm sure he's nice and everything like that, but like, I just cannot stand him. Get out to the 27 there with a really bad kickoff to Rashad Curtis, which I do not like receiving, but we are. We'll look at Eric Walker's stats so far on the year as he enters onto the field, running like Patrick Mahomes out there, looking kind of zesty. 606 yards on the season, 4 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. That is just 2 games into his career, averaging 21.5 pass completions per game. Um, I like what we've seen from him so far, other than the interceptions. Obviously, got to clean those up as time goes on and stop making these stupid mistakes that we keep making. I keep forgetting to put Slant Apprentice on Jahan Dotson. Nico Collins breaks a tackle and moves up the field for 12 yards on just his first go around. First good catch there, a good first catch from our guy. And then, yeah, we actually were able to get Darnell Mooney involved a little bit. Last game, I think we got to go with James Cook here, just wide open out of the backfield, reaching for the first down. That is another 10 yards here by this offense. Damian Pierce is in now. He really got no work last week. Didn't quite complain about it or anything like that, but just couldn't do anything with the ball when he has the ball. So, I mean, doing a very good example of it right there. And we go for Jahan Dotson, who will bring that one in. And we're starting this one off pretty sharp here. We're really working, I guess, working this defense, this 88 overall defense. And Damian Pierce is in again. Maybe want Antoine Harrell in at some point. And Damian Pierce does get forward for a bit of yardage right there instead of what we've seen from him in recent history is he gets like 2 yards per carry. And is that Darnell Mooney underneath, looking to get outside, try to make something happen. That's just another 12 yards. Eric Walker starting this series off 4 of 4, 61 passing yards. So he's really been doing what he needs to do. He's been spreading the ball around the love, and James Cook goes untouched in the end zone from 5 yards out. That is a textbook first drive. And here's Ryan Tannehill through 2 games. 365 yards and 4 touchdowns to no interceptions. Awfully efficient, but we'll see what he can do here against our defense, which has been historically bad against the pass, but we've been able to stop the run. So we will hopefully try to take away Tony Pollard and his availability tonight, as we probably lead the league in TFLs on running backs. So not sure who else would be running it out of the backfield, but yeah, I mean, I would just assume that we've got to be close to being top of the league in that stat, just because it's just such a good stat. Oh my God, I thought I had a massive hit on Tony Pollard coming out of the backfield, but it turns out I didn't. So we definitely have to look for Tony Pollard out of the backfield too. Dangerous receiver when he has the ball in his hands, running routes out of the backfield, of course. And Christian Harris just caught. Oh, that was such a good pass there from Ryan Tannehill, just threading the needle between Derek Stingley Jr. and Christian Harris on that one right there. Both of them close in coverage, but couldn't quite get to their guy. I'm going to use Kevin Waddle here. This one could most likely be a run. And instead, we see Derek Stingley Jr., I think, just ran right under that pass. Foster Moreau will catch that one. And this team seems to be driving on us right now. Nothing that we can really do about it. I mean, I'd watch the run right here. Christian Harris trying to, make a good tackle. Tony Pollard bouncing off a few and then getting 6 on that one right there. So far on the season has not been good. 25 rushes, 72 yards to 0 touchdowns. I think this might even be the first time that we are used or going against the Carolina Panthers in this whole entire franchise series. I could be wrong, but I just don't ever remember going against them. And this one's tipped in the air. Foster Moreau has that one. I would have really liked an interception right there. We're seeing Tim Northcutt get a little bit of playing time off the edge. I did that in formation subs just to see, what sort of something he could put up. And Foster Moreau seems to be the main target here for Tannehill, as he probably already has 3 catches for 39 yards. But we have to lock up here. We have to play good defense. We have to play textbook defense if we're gonna, beat this team. And couldn't quite get there with C.J. Gardner-Johnson. DJ Moore just did what he had to do, got open. And this game just looks like whoever's gonna make the least amount of mistakes will win. And hopefully that's gonna be us as we go to Jahan Dotson in the middle of the field right there. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. There we go. They also have Levante David in the middle of the field for him. James Cook, weaving through the defense with his elite play ability, will eventually get brought down by Dante Jackson from behind, but just on his second rush, goes for 51 yards on that one. Very big run. We'll give him the ball again. I will not hesitate to give him the ball again. Are you kidding? Derek Brown makes a great play in the interior, basically just plowing through our guy. Not what you like to see. Slow automatic, better rut, whatever, cool. And can't get anywhere really. Can we get somewhere? This is intercepted. It's no doubt in my mind. Trey McBride just sits there, and then right as I press the button, luckily we'll get bailed out with a roughing the passer. Right as I press the button, he starts to run up, and then the DB actually slides back into coverage. So we will actually get bailed out with that one right there, but definitely want that one back if we were to have that one. We're going to try to run towards Brian Burns and all them. Antoine Harrell pushing his way into the end zone, and that's really what we like to see here from our rookie running back. That might be his third or even second on the season. I would say second if I had to guess. He might actually have one every single game. I don't know. He's got to be close. Start of the second quarter now. We've really just got to watch out for our opponents here because what we've really struggled against in the past has been the calculated, or what we've struggled against in the past, yeah, is just calculated throws. A good, efficient quarterback is always what we've been bad against. A quarterback that doesn't make mistakes, a veteran to be, specific, doesn't quite, always do what he has to do, and kind of a circus play right there. It'll be 3rd and 24. Talk about mistakes. Someone got on the quarterback quick. It was Don Reedy making that one right there, but we got to make sure to cover Foster Moreau in the, that one quick. And Derek Stingley Jr. will snag this one away from Coffee, the receiver there. Derek Stingley Jr. trying to get the edge, couldn't quite get to the end zone, but does get his first interception. I moved him into the corner one spot today because of how bad Trayvon Diggs has been playing, but he makes a phenomenal play on that play right there, and just trying to do what he does best, or actually what he doesn't do best. He very rarely catches interceptions like that, but we've got to look out here. We might have a Darnell Mooney touchdown. Oh my god, I wanted to throw it. For some reason, it wouldn't let me throw it. We've got to throw this one away. I pressed circle right as we went off the line. He was wide open. That was a touchdown for sure, but just for some reason couldn't bring it in, I guess. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm going to put Jahan Dotson on a little out, though. It might find itself open. It will, and we will get the first down and time to think over what we want to do next. And that is probably not run the ball because without our superstar development center in the middle of the field, we might want to, pass for one here. We're going to try to look at like maybe Trey McBride underneath. We're going to try to, oh goodness gracious. And this one, Darnell Mooney struggles keeping his feet in bounds. That is something I have noticed with our running back, or with our new newbie. How about that? Our new wide receiver that we signed, he just struggles to keep it in bounds. Can we do it? Darnell Mooney, is that a touchdown? Should have been a touchdown. Jedrick Wills, our left tackle, will actually end up going down now. Darnell Mooney on his second catch. Probably should have been a touchdown right there. Not sure why they didn't call it. I will go to instant replay for this. Good playability here by Eric Walker getting this one away in time and accurately on the run under pressure. And then, Darnell Mooney catches it, right? And then by the time he's touched probably here, the ball looks over the plane to me. I guess we will challenge the play. We'll see, it looks good. We're going to have to try to challenge the ruling on the field. Sunday night primetime. We have 3 primetime games in a row. Probably touched right there with the ball over the field or over the plane. I think that's a good challenge right here. I think that's at least worth looking at. And they will just keep it on the field. Jedrick Wills will get the option to come back in. Antoine Harrell try to use his power on the goal line. Was really looking for a passing touchdown. Antoine Harrell gets away from Derek Brown, luckily, and then finds himself in the end zone already for the second time just in this game. It'll be 21-7. We're playing some very good offense right now. And Tony Pollard has space. We cannot let that happen right there. That is a monster run. I had an angle with Tim Mooney, but just didn't expect Tony Pollard to move that quick. Does get out there, but that is one thing about playing these sort of coverages right here, is we might be a little bit better against the better against the throw, the quick throw at least, and then might actually end up leaving us vulnerable on defense to the run. But empty backfield here, I don't think we have to worry about that. I think we're going to try to slide over and cover Foster Moreau. Christian Harris should have, covered him or something. Great catch in traffic for Foster Moreau. Great catch in during contact, I guess, or through contact. And Tim Northcutt will have man coverage here on the quarterback, which Don Reedy will bring down for a TFL. Don Reedy has been spectacular off the edge. Holy. I'm sorry for all my stumbling, you guys. It's just is normally not the case. But we'll try to keep the running back under wraps here. And we're going to try to blitz the quarterback, Christian Harris. Weaving our way through that defensive line. Christian Harris has a sack. Maybe the first one of the season. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't, though. I have not been keeping good track of that. 3rd and 24 once again for this team. We were playing lockdown coverage down the field, but we just gotta look for someone to conservatively tackle. Is that Laviska Chenault that will bring down? I think that might, yeah, it's Laviska Chenault. Will bring down after a 6-yard catch. They'll go for this one right here. Is it Eddie Pinero? It looks like Rodrigo Blankenship on the last name there. It's hard to see though. This one is shanked to hell. Oh my goodness gracious. We'll have the ball in a good spot, and we haven't really used Antoine Harrell other than the obvious situations. This one will be thrown down the field to give Darnell Mooney a chance there in one-on-one press coverage. Ends up not mattering. This one will be DPI on the defensive back CJ Henderson, and we just need to give Darnell Mooney a chance, man. Darnell Mooney, we've given him multiple chances before. Oh my, tight window throw. That is one of the best throws you'll see from Eric Walker in his career right there. That is absolutely insane. I mean, what other tight window throw are you going to give? I think that might have been Darnell Mooney's 3rd catch on the game, and finally has a touchdown. I think he had a touchdown in game number 1 with the Texans. I could be wrong. That first drive from the Panthers was very deceiving to how their offense is working right now. Obviously has not quite been the same as it was on that first drive. There is a flag. Hopefully it is holding, and this big run will be taken back. Holding on the offense, and yeah, we will happily take that. Foster Moreau there on the hold. And we'll have to still continue to make less mistakes in this team right here. But I would not be surprised if something bad were to happen here, or something bad were to happen to us on the other side of the ball. But we do have to remember who receives the ball next half. It would be the Carolina Panthers. So if they score here, which right now is not looking like a likely scenario, especially with that check down right there. It'll be 3rd and 14. I'll call a timeout. I want the ball back. I think that that's a good timeout. Considering we might be able to push this lead up to 35-7 by the time night ends. And wide open on the sideline, Tony Pollard. I have no problem with that right there, and we will try to get the ball back and do something with it. And yeah, right here we've literally either got to go for it all or not go for anything at all. Here, Eric Walker will scramble, hope for a block right there. 90 speed is a lot of speed to get up the field for 20 yards on the first play. Get it out of bounds. I think that was a good execution right there. I want Nico Collins on a little check down if we can't get anything going really, and we just roll right into a sack. That is not good. Romeo Aquara off of the edge will find a sack. Yeah, we've got to try not to let that happen again. We'll go play action. And can we try to get this one into tight coverage with Darnell Mooney? We can't. We'll bring down Dante Jackson. That is just yet again another interception from Eric Walker. Just trying to throw downfield, trying to get it. But now we've given it to a Carolina Panthers team that has been succeeding, and one way or the other. And Trayvon Diggs once again. Let's open a wide receiver. Time and time again, Trayvon Diggs will just be beaten coverage. Honestly, I think he deserves to be benched at this point, man. I mean, I have given him more than enough chances to make up for his mistakes. And Kevin Waddle will come flying in on Ryan Tannehill right there. Maybe you didn't quite see him over his offensive line, maybe looking downfield. Kevin Waddle was able to get that one, get that sack right there. So do like to see that. And this one wide open to Tony Pollard once again. And there might even be a hold on this one, but I might as well decline that. Holding on the offense. We'll see who it is. It's Tyler Moton, the starting right tackle. I think we'll go with 3rd and 16. 2nd and 29 just doesn't really seem all that possible. They might run the ball right here, so we might have to look out for that, as this one could actually turn into something. I'll call a timeout. Nothing like getting the ball back. Maybe beat someone in press coverage. I don't think it's too bad of a go for. And if anyone's going to make a contested catch downfield, it's going to be Nico Collins. So we'll go up to him, and no, doesn't even animate for it, and that is just another interception. Jabril Peppers on that one right there. And yeah, this sorry-ass game sucks. And with 3 seconds left, they get into field goal range, get out of bounds. Doesn't really matter considering they have a timeout. But, yeah, I mean, you have a 6'4" receiver in Nico Collins that doesn't even animate for that. You got to be kidding. And Rodrigo Blankengo right there can't even convert on that kick, which sucks. But we'll see what the other teams are up to around the league. Yeah, at halftime. And in New England, Cincinnati will wrap up their game there. Patriots actually win that one, advance to 2-1 on the season. Jamar Chase, I saw, had a pretty good game. In Tennessee, Los Angeles Rams will go against them. They'll make it 0-3. Campanaro and the Titans are off to a hot start there. Treylon Burks actually had 72 yards. And then we'll look at some upcoming games, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. Kicking off to the Carolina Panthers, who have only managed to score 7 points on us in that opening drive right there. I think I've got to turn my defense down a little bit and their defense a little bit more up, like a lot more up. And I just want to let you guys know, my run block, I think, is on 5 right now. 5 slider. On the slider, it says 5. Just so you guys, briefly know. My run block slider is at like 5. So just to know where I'm at, or just so you guys know where I'm at. And Christian Harris, we know where he's at. He's in the backfield making a sack on Ryan Tannehill to start off this drive. Only 5 yards lost right there, so they have a fighting chance here. I wouldn't be surprised to see it. And this guy is left wide open. It's Laviska Shenault laying on top of Derek Stingley Jr. Why was he left open? Not quite sure. So definitely a mystery that has to be solved. I want to pinch the line right here just so we might have that one covered. But definitely going to look towards, one of these guys quick. I mean, we need to play better defense, guys. We need to play closer defense is actually what, what we need to do, in all things considered. Don't need that. Okay, is this a run? Okay, it is a quarterback run. And why are you giving me C.J. Gardner-Johnson, man? Give me Christian Harris. I want to try to go up and get him. Don Reedy's out with an injury. That'll bring Tim Northcutt in off of the other edge of Zach Terrell. And Tim Mooney, this one literally sails right over his head. Can't make anything happen with it. Might have actually been Cody Landry that I'm talking about. But, yeah, this Carolina team seems to be marching once again. But we've just got to either force them into a mistake or, wrap up before Tony Pollard gets loose. We'll bring Don Reedy back in. He's too much of a force to lose right now. I will bring Jalen Petrie up right here just in case it is a run right here. But I have a strong feeling that it won't be, but it was. And Jalen Petrie's there to make the stop on 2nd and 5. So we might actually have to look out once again. This one might come close here. It will be motioned into the backfield here. And just trying to play kind of more shallow. And Foster Moreau's going to come down with that? Yeah, you've got to be kidding. And we're going to go Jahan Dotson here on a tight window throw. Get up the field. Nice little catch and run by him. We're going to go tempo offense right here and just run the ball with James Cook. See what he can get here in the middle of the field. Does get about 4 or 5 right there. Or I was going to say 3 or 4. Just didn't come out that way. Right here, I would like maybe another route on the field. But didn't make a quick read quick enough. And Tony Pollard on a little run for 3 right there. I guess we'll try to put them in a better spot. Christian Harris acts like he was going to do something there. Cody Landry allows that reception out to the left. That is Tommy Tremble, I believe. Catching that one on the sidelines. It is indeed Tommy Tremble. We will pinch the line here. Try to make it a little harder to run here if it was a run. And yeah, Christian, give me that shit. Christian Harris up the field, breaks a tackle, and we'll be up to the 46. We have really struggled to run right here on this defense, and I want that to be noted considering everything. We can't outrun. I think that might have been Derek Brown, but it could have been Brian Burns as well. We can't outrun them with 90 speed somehow, so, that I find pretty realistic and cool. Yeah, get me out of there. I'm not throwing another interception. We already have 3 of them. Oh, my God. Another interception from Christian Harris. Finds himself at the right place, right time. He has 2 sacks, 2 interceptions, 7 tackles. Maybe 1 for loss. I could be wrong, but we're really going to have to keep going here. We need to constantly push down on this defense, and we'll do that there with Damian Pierce, who will be the only running back really getting going today. I will try to get Antoine Harrell a little bit of attention here in the second half, and he'll be up the middle of the field, bouncing around some tackles, gets up for 8 yards right there, 4 rushes, 23 yards, 2 touchdowns. James Cook will have his now. So this three running back system hasn't really been effective, but it's been available to us. So having three running backs is pretty cool. But James Cook up to 73 yards right there. Antoine Harrell, I'd rather run it like this than a toss with Antoine, but um, it is what it is. And Glenn Derby with the worst block ever known to man, just runs right past the guys. Dante Ricard, Antoine Harrell, and then our tight end number 4. It would be Rashard Bullet, I think his name was. So just a little some. And Trey McBride was in the end zone, and they're going to call it a touch. What happened on that play right there? Didn't need to move out of the end zone, but did anyways. 35-14 will be the score after this one is up and through. Just a weird couple of drives there from both of our offenses. We have really swallowed up the run here in the second half, so kind of just not even cared too much about that. We've been more concerned about the pass, obviously. Probably the right thing to be worried about. And Max Warwick will be able to stop Tannehill right in his tracks. This one, I'm guessing they won't snap it before the second quarter. This one will run down to the end of the third, or the second quarter. Am I on? Fourth quarter will start here, and I mean, we'll see what we can do here. It should be a wide open Laviska Shenault, by the way, so I'm gonna try to shade on over there, just in case a little some happens maybe. And this one will be down the field and caught by DJ Moore. And Trayvon Diggs, well, he will play super far down right here. So if I want that to not happen again, I'm going to have to go to corner. I'm going to have to go Bobby Biddle into the corner number 2 spot because of his height and whatnot. It doesn't actually have as good of coverages by Trayvon Diggs, but it's not even close. So I think it'll actually be Bobby Biddle guarding DJ Moore. And, well, that's the result of it. Touchdown DJ Moore. I'm just trying to teach Trayvon Diggs a lesson. Honestly, I'm fine letting that one up. And when Antoine Harrell's in the backfield, you see how many defenders they have on the defensive line here. It is absolutely crazy what they're going to try to do to stop Antoine Harrell, who is up to 29 yards now on 6 carries. He is filling his role just fine. He doesn't need to do anything extra. Honestly, has been good. And we'll go to Trey McBride there, who a good throw under pressure, I think, by Eric Walker, but we're starting to trust him making those throws. And Dameon Pierce back in. Jonnu Smith will be a pulling blocker, but Dameon Pierce up and over that first down. And all of our running backs seem to be firing on all cylinders here tonight, Dameon Pierce included. Recently has not been the case scenario, and we will just try to run it there. Says we get -1 yard. But it's still a rush, so I'm happy for that. We'll go with this play right here. See a little whip route. I like that route by Trey McBride, but they blitz. They blitz hard right there, and so we couldn't quite get that one out. But this game's going to start to become a nail biter here if we don't convert. And I'm going to have to go to Nico Collins. It'll actually almost be caught by 3 of our different receivers and maybe one of the defenders. Couldn't quite get there with that one. I want to pin this one pretty deep back there. This one's probably straight into the end zone. I wouldn't doubt it. And can we get a good spin on it? Trayvon Diggs needs to get there, and it'll be down on the 6. So good punt there by Corey Bojorquez, and we'll try to get up and going on defense now. Yeah, I miss Trayvon. Funny. All right, but listen, we got to play some lockdown defense right now. I would not be surprised to see a run. We do see a run, and Laviska Shenault break a tackle, a huge tackle from Kevin Waddle to be specific. But I guess Laviska Shenault had a little bit more momentum carrying him forward to the point where Kevin Waddle couldn't quite tackle him all that easily. You know what I think we're gonna see here today is an absolutely burnt Bobby Biddle this last drive or two that we play defense because I just don't see it resulting in a good spot if we see a good whatever by someone. And Christian Harris will spread across to Tannehill, crack him, but won't get much of anything right there. Just 5 yards and inbounds, which is what we're most worried about is the clock. The clock just needs to continue to tick time off, and they seem to be wanting the same thing here actually. And yep, Bobby Biddle getting cooked once again. It's only because he has time. All right, that's the only reason. I'm gonna make excuses here for Bobby Biddle in man coverage against DJ Moore. But I mean, come on, man, what do you expect him to do? And that's actually Trayvon Diggs letting that one up now too. So it looks like Bobby Biddle's not the only one, and we've known that Trayvon Diggs has absolutely been atrocious this season. We have not seen anywhere near what we wanted to see here. A signed, very good defensive player, and a very good run from Tony Pollard, finding all the way right ways through the blocks and the gaps right there, getting a good gain right there. What we've really struggled to do, I guess I should say, has been to stop everything. And why did I reach for that? Laviska Shenault will be brought down. Max Warwick is hurt, giving them less time off the clock here. It's going to be a one possession game, and they're going to have all 3 timeouts here if we cannot clamp up. We need to clamp up here on defense. Tony Pollard will get the ball, and that is Bobby Biddle once again getting cooked. Only 3 incompletions for Ryan Tannehill, and 2 of those went for interceptions. 2-minute warning we finally hit now. I would not expect a run right here, but I wouldn't doubt that they'd run it, considering it is Madden. But it is empty backfield, and we've got to play really good coverage, and I will try to cover the underneath here with Christian Harris, considering that's probably what will be thrown. And it'll actually be a Justin Madubuike sack coming down in the clutch. Oh, no, 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 no. Just need to play defense. Play defense. Play defense. I'm not sure quite who I'm on here. Derek Stingley Jr., clamp up. Okay, they've got to go for it here. We've got to send, not heat, but we've got to send something. Wide open in the back of the field, or in the back there. They had our defense scrambling. Calling man coverage on that in Madden, it doesn't work because the guys actually think that they're on the separate side of the field. They don't use common sense. They don't have brains, I think, actually, is what's going on here. Not everyone went to Yale, but no, they like, basically 2 sides of the field, right? Say this is the other side, this is one hash, and this is the other, right? So they think that a guy that they're matched up against is on the opposite hash. That's cool. That's just fun. Onside kick did not go their way. Antoine Harrow will try to wrap this one up here, going up the middle of the field right there. Probably should have cut it up right. Tried to go through Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, or that could have been Levante David. Either one of them works, right? But Levante David it was. For his first tackle on the day, I find that very hard to believe. We will run away from Derek Brown, who will have us at the ankles on that one. They'll burn through their timeouts quite quick. I think that we are close to field goal range, if not already in field goal range. It'll be a very long field goal, and if we miss it, we give them some pretty good field position here, but I expect not to miss it, and Antoine Harrell will pretty much ice this game, getting that first down right there. We're trusting the rookie in some pretty big moments right here. Dameon Pierce will find his way onto the field after 3 straight carries from Antoine Harrell. But we'll move Trey McBride on over to try to get a block right there. And Dameon Pierce up the field. Pretty good right there. Quinn Miners will actually go down with an injury. Bring Antoine Harrell right back onto the field. We've done a good job running the ball today with the 3 running backs. And it's not like a 3 running back system. It's just kind of like we're just utilizing them all to their strengths. I guess, yeah, it is a 3 running back system. Antoine Harrell rushing just through the tackles, up the gut, just working the line right there. But don't need anybody else to do that. Dameon Pierce is good on runs like this right here. Personally, I think that is where he kind of thrives and succeeds. But Antoine Harrell will get up there, and this one is pretty much over. We'll give James Cook one more carry here, and that'll probably be it for the game and for James Cook. It was a good game. We called the game a long time ago. Can we give one more to Dameon Pierce here? Can we? Nope, can't, because Eric Walker's got to just do this for 5 fucking seconds. Goodness gracious. I can cuss until I get to 1,000, and then I'm probably going to stop cussing. That way I get monetized and start making a little bit of money, at least. So yeah, you guys, I mean, I'm trying to keep it to the low because I don't want to get in the big habit of it to the point where I have to like bleep it out, or cut it out of the video when time comes. It's just a little extra work that is not needed if I don't have to. And yeah, we kept the passing yards to a minimum today. All right, that is one thing that we definitely struggled with. We both had 3 turnovers. Both teams did. Um, Honestly, we just played with a little less mistakes, a little less of a chip on our shoulder. But Ryan Tannehill was very good, despite the 3 interceptions. Eric Walker was horrible, to say the least. But we will go ahead and look at the Texans here. Obviously, Antoine Harrell ran the ball the majority of the times, went 11 for 54, 2 touchdowns, did what he needed to do. James Cook went 8 for 27, almost averaging or did I say 27? I mean 77, almost averaging 8 per with a touchdown as well. And then Damian Pierce starting to find his way back into the game plan, I guess. 5 rushes, 27 yards, 5 per. It's pretty good. Eric Walker on his 1 rush for 19 yards was good. And then receiving wise, just Jahan Dotson doing what Jahan Dotson does. Nico Collins had his 1 catch. First catch of the game. Trey McBride and Darnell Mooney both find touchdowns. But yeah, if we're going to win games convincingly, we've got to definitely tighten up the coverage, right? We're going to have to tighten up the coverage, and we're going to have to pass the ball a little bit better. And actually, I forgot to look at the defensive side of things right here. Had 10 tackles. Christian Harris, 10 tackles, 1 for loss. Oops. And then sacks, Justin Madubuike had 2. Christian Harris had 2. Kevin Waddle had 1. And then I actually wanted to see how Don Reed did. 2 TFLs, 4 total tackles, 2 solo, 2 assisted. I'm not sure how much pressure he got on the quarterback, but yeah, he's been playing well. I'm not sure if there is a need for Baron Browning off the edge, but like I said, I think we'll go first half of the season with Don Reedy and then move Baron Browning into that rush end spot for the last half. Kind of see how they compare at the end of the year and maybe make our decision off of that. Because Don Reedy, developmental guy, has been good for us. So I think that's pretty much that. Micah Parsons right there. That'd be something. If we signed Michael Parsons, that'd be so cool. And once again, we start off the season 3-0. There is a weekly award. I'm guessing it's Christian Harris, 2 sacks, 2 interceptions, 10 tackles. Very fun stuff right there. Very good performance from him. QB1 check-in. The season has not been great for him to start off with. We'll look at the stats on the year now. I don't see anybody in the top, whatever. But Eric Walker has definitely decreased right there, and then passer rating has definitely gone down from being pretty much number 1 and 2 through all of those. And then James Cook, 7th in the NFL, 9th in the NFL in rushing touchdowns, and then Nico Collins, still our leading receiver, really. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, I guess he did go the first 2, wide open. I mean, look at that. 9 catches for 213. And then Jahan Dotson, 7 more catches for only 2 less yards. And then no touchdowns on the season so far from Jahani. So Jahan's really got to, we've really got to target him more, honestly. But I mean, let's look at the tackles and sacks leaders on the season. Sack leader, Randy Gregory, T.J. Watt, and Josh Allen, all tied with 4. Interception leaders, probably, yeah, Christian Harris is up there. Tackle leaders, Christian Harris, number 1 in the league by 11 tackles, with a lot of solo tackles as well. So he's doing his thing, and yeah, we'll evaluate Eric Walker's performances. I'll mess with the sliders once again. Actually, if you guys do want to see the sliders, gameplay sliders, we'll look at the sliders here. Player skill, QB accuracy, I think can go down a little bit. Pass blocking, we've had good pass blocking. Wide receiver catching's fine. Then run blocking at 5 is also okay. Fumbles is up. Defensive reaction time, want to keep that there. Pass coverage back up to a 50, I feel like is okay as long as we can turn the interceptions. And if we turn the tackling down, I think that maybe balance out a few things. And then QB accuracy, that needs to be turned down for them. Pass blocking needs to be turned up. Wide receiver catching is fine. And then run blocking up to a 95. Fumbles is fine. Defensive reaction time probably went up to an 85. Pass coverage will be up to 100. And then their tackling will also be up considering we broke 1 tackle. Injuries probably can go up. Well, no, I liked it at 57. I think it worked fine. Yeah, those are the sliders. So in case you guys were curious, and in case you guys were curious how I tuned them each and every time, I think that's pretty much how it goes. Standard, everything like that. So that'll be it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more. Tomorrow's video should be a Texans franchise once again, and then you guys will have another career sim, I think. So I got to keep that under wraps, who it is, because I can't spoil it for you guys. But you guys seem to be enjoying the videos that I've been putting out recently, and you guys got another rebuild as well coming, I think Sunday or Monday. So yeah, staying pretty active. Keep going every day. And yeah, that'll be it for me. Thank you guys for watching.